Hello everybody, my name is Barry Johns and I'd like to welcome you back to another edition of Studio Talk. Well, a couple things. Today I'm going to be doing something, quite frankly, I've never done before. It's not unusual for me to fly by the seat of my pants, but boy, I'm flying like an eagle today. I had a question for you out there before we get started, and no, I'm not paid or sponsored, any of that crap. That ain't happening around here. But, you know, what happens when you get yourself one of these, huh? What do you think that is, everybody? It's candy, right? Where'd it come from? Oh, let me get it in focus. Here we go. It'll get there. That's right. They're still putting the candy in there. Hey, Sweetwater. I love the bit of honey. I love the Tootsie Roll. Those are my two favorite in there. But let me tell you something. You used to include the Fireballs. Fireballs freaking rule. Why did you stop? Get back on it. So what did I buy today? Well, I ordered a boatload of these things right here, okay? I got them everywhere, all over my desk here. I got raining. What is that? At the end of the day, it's, oh, hold on. It's XLR plugs. Yes, I don't buy cables. I make my own cables, okay? Lastly, what else did I get? Well, if you notice, I got two, hold on, I just laid that on my keyboard. If you notice here, I got two of these boxes. I wonder what this box is for. Oh, you know, and they also gave me a little handy-dandy catalog. It ain't as big as I used to get, but, oh, there it goes. There it goes. Not as big as I used to get, but oh, well. Then I ordered two of these, and what are those? Well, you may ask, well, these, let's unwrap a couple of things, and it ain't really nothing to go home and get excited about or anything, but I got me some rack ears. Now, if you notice, I got two sets. Hey, Barry, why'd you get two sets? Well, one of the sets is for this. Okay, it's a SSL UF8 controller that is replacing my 24-channel D command down here. Boy, she sure is pretty, let me tell you. But, so I got one for this, and I got another set. I wonder why. That's because I'm going to buy another one. I already know that. I'm going to get another one to pair it with. Makes me happy. And that's what I'm going to do. Now, let me get this junk out of the way. I don't want to lose my screws that came with that. Otherwise, I'll be screwed. Now, what are we here today? So if you're looking at me in this view, that basically means that we're going to go to the computer. All right? This is a new look I've got for this. I'm quite pleased with it, to be honest with you. Yesterday, to get this look and many others, if you know my channel, I'm constantly exploring, trying to get better at videography and better at capturing moods and vibes and everything. And so by watching my videos, you know I've kind of come a long way. I still got a long way to go. But I took all my lighting is up at my ceiling. I've got galvanized pipe up there, kind of in a grid thing. And so all my lighting is off the stanchions up there. So I took it all down yesterday and I reconfigured it because I had a lot of ideas reconfigured. I also have, I know you guys didn't come here for this, but I've got a DMX controller over here and I reprogrammed everything for that. DMX is not easy, okay? I wish it were simple, but I'm sure once you fully grasp it, it's simple, but it ain't simple for this country boy. Okay, but anyway, I got it all sorted out. I just need to program my scenes in there. So I've got it set up to where I can do a lot of different things. I'm very happy I got this look. Now, okay, I say all that to say this. Barry, where are we going now? Okay, well, let's head over to New Window. Okay, so now we're over here in New Window. And so there's a couple things I'll talk about right out the gate. This track right here is a track I got from Produce Like a Pro. I figured I'd toy with that so I don't have to worry about any copyright infringements as far as I know. I guess I'll find out if I do. But so what have I got here? So if you'll notice down here on my master channel, which is right here, this is my main out, the stereo out. I've got this bad boy right here. And what this is a hardware insert. And this really doesn't pertain to the video, but I thought some of you may be curious. And in this hardware insert, I have put a pair of Pultec Clark Technique. Not a big fan of that company, to be honest with you. But hey, it doesn't sound half bad. I did a video yesterday comparing the various Pultec EQs compared to UAD's Pultec that's in their Spark plan, or of course you can get it if you're in their DSP-based stuff. But so I did a video on that, and so one of the things I did in there is compared the hardware. So I thought I'd do that here. So I thought it'd be interesting because I love hardware on my mix bus, and I thought I'd try some fairly simple things today. So what I've got today is the Clark Technique on there, as well as followed up by Stam Audio's SSL bus compressor. So let me give you a little sampling of what we've got going on right here. Now, I want you to notice over here, if you can see where I'm pointing with the mouse, I'm over here in that stereo channel hovering it above that KT Pultec. I'm going to turn it on and off like that. So when it's blue, it's on. When it's gray, it's off, okay? So let's start with it on. Oh, I forgot to say, there's just panning on this. There's no plugins except for one, which is why we're here today. So let's get back into it so I can get back to my vibing, okay? Don't slow for no one. Get your booty on the ground. It's time, don't stop for no one. No, I'm not going to be your dance partner, that's for sure. Your wife or girlfriend is not going to want to navigate to me, so you got nothing to worry about when this boy's around. Okay, so anyway, sounds pretty cool. Okay, so I thought you just might find that interesting. So why are we here? Well, we're here to talk about the elephant in the room that's been on the screen the whole freaking time, and that's this Reverb plugin right here that I'm going to toy around with. I was over at Gear Sluts, and I saw the thread about this particular Reverb, and a lot of great comments about it, so I thought I'd check it out. Now, I've spent a total of about 5 minutes with this thing so far, and that's it. And so I just dialed in this very generic thing. Now, let me tell you, baby, it's slippery when wet around here. This thing is wet. I've got way too much reverb across these tracks, but oh well. I've got basically the same level for all intents and purposes going across everything here just to kind of get a feel and a vibe for it. And then I'll probably tour around and go find some individual tracks and just add it to that alone, okay? So, all right, so let's get started. So this is a new Reverb. I think it's not very expensive. You have to go check it out. I'll put a link to it down in the description down below so you can go find it. But it's called the Quantum 2772, and from my understanding, it's kind of modeled after a lot of popular hardware-based units back in the 80s and stuff like that. So I don't really know if that's true or not. I didn't really do full homework on it. You can check it out. But you can get a free download, so you can go demo it yourself and check it out. But you're going to watch me toy around with it right now. So let's listen to it for a second. All right, again, here's my send up here going across all channels. And then right over here, you can see where it's brought in as the effects return. So let me hit play. Now, if you notice right here, I'm going to bypass it right here in the upper left-hand corner of it, all right? So I don't have to keep stopping. Time don't slow for no one. Get your booty on the ground. It's time don't stop for no one. Anyone, anywhere, anytime. Feel it how you feel it. Okay, this thing sounds really smooth. I have to tell you, the definition of hearing that reverb is pretty good. I tell you, I like it. I think it sounds really good. Now, this is wet. I just discussed that a second ago, so it's pretty wet. But you know, I tried moving a lot of these dials around while it was playing. When you've got everything in a mix, that's kind of hard to really truly analyze the effect of it. But let me kind of go down between different settings or the different types of environments, whether it's a hall, chapel, you know, what all the various ones here you've got here. You got theater, concert hall A and B, railroad station, folks bad. I don't even know what that is. A chapel, church, a cathedral. Okay, various things down here. And then you got some of these presets. Let's go to the St. Peter preset from 1982. I graduated high school in 1982. I'm so freaking old. Let's go do it. Now, time don't slow for no one. Get your booty on the... Whew. I'm not so sure. That's definitely a special effect because that's some whirling around stuff. Let's move away from St. Peter. Let's go Taj Mahal. That's going to be even deep, 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 I betcha.
Down. Time don't slow for no one. Get your booty off the ground.
But with that right there, I feel like I'm in this big canyon and I'm just flipping over and over and over. I'm like a spaceman in zero gravity in a big cannon. I'm just flipping over and over and over because I got no gravity, can't stop myself. But then again, if I was in space, I probably wouldn't hear the reverb. Anyway, let's get off that. Now I just kind of see, well, we'll try the church. We'll get past the 1982 presets. Okay, here we go.
Down. Time don't slow for no one. Get your booty off the ground.
Still a little bit, but much better. Okay, so let's go into a plate delay 1 and let's see what we got.
Down. Time don't slow for no one. Get your booty off the ground. This time don't stop for no one.
Okay, that's kind of interesting. It adds some nice little space to everything. I went over here and I brought this density mode up to see kind of what effect that would have. Let's skip a few and go down here to 4 and see what that sounds like.
Down. Time don't slow for no one. Get your booty off the ground. This time don't stop for no one.
I wouldn't say that necessarily sounds fully natural. I don't think I'd say that, but then again, a lot of reverbs don't. It definitely sounds like a digital reverb from the 80s/90s. It's got that vibe to it, and that's not a bad thing. I mean, there are a lot of really cool reverbs made back then that they're still doing clones of today. I made probably this one, but I like it. I like it. I think this one has a subtle effect, but it definitely makes a difference. Okay, so let's go down and let's check out Volksbad, whatever the crap that is. Let's go.
Down. Time don't slow for no one. Get your booty off the ground.
Okay, so that's got a very long decay time going on there. And a muffled cinema. That should be interesting, right?
Down. Time don't slow for no one. Get your booty off the ground. This time don't stop for no one.
Now, see, I actually like plugins that do things like this. The effect on this is very, very, very subtle into my ears. I don't know if that'll translate well when you get with YouTube's compression on the audio coming up, but I found that to be very, very subtle, but a really, really nice improvement. Now, I haven't even started changing any dials or anything yet on this thing, okay? Let's see what else we've got, and I'll check one more, and then we'll take it to an individual track, okay? Hang on, let's go to theater.
Time don't slow for no one. Get your booty off the ground. This time don't stop for no one. Anyone, anywhere,
Okay, so that's pretty interesting across all of that. So let's turn, let's go in here and put that across just an individual. Let's do this first, and let's turn all the, Okay, I'm still getting used to Nuendo, so bear with me here for a second. But I turned all of the sends off. And then let's go over here and pick a lead vocal here.
You know we gotta take it higher. You never let me down. Time don't slow for no one.
All right.
Get your boot.
Okay, so now I've kind of at least got this to where we can listen to it. Again, I'm still getting used to Nuendo. This Pro Tool's been there, done that already, but I'm coming a long way. It's going pretty good for me so far. All right, so here we go. Let's listen for a second.
You'll never wind me down. Time don't slow for no one. Get your booty off the ground. You know we gotta take it higher. You'll never wind me down. Time don't slow for no one. Get your booty off the ground. You know we gotta take it higher. You'll never wind me down. Time don't slow for no one. Get your booty off the ground. You know we gotta take it higher. You'll never wind me down. Time don't slow for no one.
I don't really know. I mean, I can hear a difference when I'm turning these. Some of these, like return 60 main, RT60, RT60 high, low. I assume the high and the low are dealing with how much you're doing some EQ on the reverb trail coming back out or something like that. But I'm not sure.
You'll never wind me down. Time don't slow for no one. Get your booty off the ground. You know we gotta take it higher. You'll never wind me down.
Okay, to my ears, maybe I'm guessing at this, maybe it's just a placebo effect, but I definitely think that this is cutting low end off of the reverb trail, which would be common. You'd kind of want to do that on a reverb to get the muddiness out of it. But let's see what that high does, and let's get a feel for that.
You'll never wind me down. Time don't slow for no one. Get your ground. You know we gotta take it higher. You'll never wind me down.
I don't know what that's doing. It's doing something, but it's kind of hard for me to figure that out. Let's try this bandwidth.
Get your booty off the ground. You know we gotta take it high.
All right. I think this reverb sounds really good. I think it's something you're going to have to dig into and probably get a manual a little bit to fully understand it. A lot of reverbs are kind of like that. They're not just kind of common sense where you go in there. Now, there's some terminology here that I think to some degree is a little bit, maybe they didn't make the best choice with that because I'm finding it not to be very intuitive. Some of the things, I'm just looking at it and, you know, I would probably call different things than most other reverbs. But that's a subjective thing at the end of the day. And I think once you get used to it. Now, this did not ship with any presets that I can find, which surprised me with the exception of those, you know, in crazy, ridiculous ones. And I don't know, I guess this is calling a preset, but there didn't seem to be a lot of changes along the dials here when you did that. So I think it's a very interesting reverb. Is it groundbreaking? I don't know. You got to figure that out. Use your ears. What I suggest, if you're interested in finding out more, you want to play with it, because obviously this is hard to do in a video, because I'm going to have to dig down and really kind of break this thing apart, and that can be very, very, very time consuming. And I think if you just download this yourself, try it for yourself in your studio, and see what you think about it, then maybe it might be something you want to buy. Obviously, a lot of the buzz I was hearing about it over at Gear Sluts in the new gear page over there. It's for good reason. I think there's some interesting stuff here going on. Do I need another reverb? No, not really, but maybe you do. And so I think it's worth considering. I think it definitely added some depth and some air in a way that a lot of reverbs don't. You know, reverbs can be very muddy by nature if you're not careful with your settings and really learn how to dial it in. Like one of the little tricks talking about really kind of cutting some of that low end out of it, so you can get some more definition and clarity in those reverb trails. So anyway, but then again, there's no right or wrong to any of this stuff. You can try different things to get different effects to give you different tonal results, okay? So anyway, I hope you liked this and found this interesting. You know, go order something from Sweetwater, get yourself some candy. I don't care if you order Sweetwater or not. I happen to like Sweetwater a lot. I do a lot of business with them, and they're my preferred company. If I'm going to do business, that's usually where I go if I'm buying new. Because I've had nothing but great and wonderful experiences with them. And let's hope that doesn't get jacked up with the whole, you know, third-party company coming in, investment company coming in to do the crap they're doing. So far, I haven't really noticed much. I've noticed a few things, but not much so far. So let's hope that continues. And if you like the things I talk about here on this channel, I told you this was going to be a fly by the seat of my pants, more so than I usually am with my videos, but I thought I'd give it a shot. You may come in and tell me, Barry, that absolutely sucked, and I won't ever do this like this again. I'll have to have you tell me whether I should be doing this or not doing this. But anyway, until next time, hope all of you have a great day. And put some comments down below. Don't do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like, subscribe, and notify. You know, all that stuff that kind of keeps this channel going. You keep wondering why I look up if it doesn't look like I'm looking at you. For this particular camera, I have two cameras I use here. This is Sony a7 III with a Sigma 40 millimeter art lens DGDN. Art lens, it's a prime lens, so I can get it really wide open. Really like that a lot. Back over there, I've got a Sony a7 IV. It happens to have the Sigma 24-70 DGDN art lens on it. And I go back and forth between these lenses on various cameras, but this is the one I'm using right now. But anyway, over there, I record and monitor all my video because I'm by myself. With an Atomos Ninja 5, and it actually records a video to that, and I also have a monitor where I can see. Well, this one I bought a newer, and it's just a fairly inexpensive $100 field monitor, and so I can't help myself. I'm just keep looking up at myself, looking back at you. So anyway, way too much information. None of you, some of you probably care, but not all of you. But anyway, until next time, I hope every one of you just really, really have a great day, and go try some new plugins, all right? See if you like some out there. Okay, bye-bye.